Up, fellow YouTubers. So if you saw part one, you know what's up. I made some bomb-ass steak. Now, I barely cooked it. Just barely cooked it to human consumption level. I got a good sear on one side, and then I flipped it over to the other side so all that butter and bacon grease would melt. Yeah, and that's fucking how you do a bomb-ass steak. I barely cooked it. I flipped it over when the one side that it was on got a good sear, and then the other side, and I periodically flipped it here and there, but I barely cooked it so it could be nice and pink in the middle because I need that medium rare steak for a food hack that I'm doing. And I think that food hack's going to be just downright delicious. You saw how I cooked the steak. And when I was flipping it periodically and I got all the butter spread and bacon grease melted on it, you know what I'm saying? I take the spatula and I'm like periodically scrape and flick the grease in the pan onto the steak. And you know what I'm saying, baste it basically is what I was doing. Then I'd flip it over and do the other side the same way kind of thing. But like I said, I barely cooked it. So it's going to be a little pink in the middle. And you didn't quite catch the whole thing because my phone's being a little weird. But I figured I'd tell you what's up. The steak looks and smells delicious. I'll be letting the steak cool off and adding it to my second half of my food hack after a bit. But I thought I'd share it with you on what I done did, because you didn't see it in part one. But I explained it in part two. My phone's being weird, otherwise I would have filmed me cooking the entire steak. And I cooked two of them up just in case I fucking mess up cutting the first one. That's most definitely what the fuck is up to.